Boost your mood. If you've been feeling down, why, it may be the June gloom and some ways to feel better. Plus, a hidden treasure found in a Southern California home, how $1 million pennies ended up there. You're watching The Rundown. Hello, everyone. I'm Robin Winston. More on those stories coming up in a moment. But first, former President Donald Trump is being arraigned Tuesday on federal charges, and he's vowing to fight them. He's accused of taking classified national security documents to his estate in Florida, storing them in boxes in a bathroom and a ballroom, sometimes showing them off, then conspiring with an aide to hide them from investigators. Many Republican leaders are supporting Trump, but his former Attorney General Bill Barr criticized him.
I was shocked by the degree of sensitivity of these documents and how many there were, frankly. If even half of it is true, then he's toast. I mean, it's a very detailed indictment, and it's very, very damning. And this idea of presenting Trump as a victim here, a victim of a witch hunt, is ridiculous.
The defiant former president responded to Barr's comments, calling him weak, totally ineffective, and a gutless pig. Trump said he'll plead not guilty and would never drop out of the presidential race, even if convicted. 3 days of LA Pride wrapped up Sunday with the annual Pride Parade through the streets of Hollywood. There was dancing and music all along the route. I see some familiar faces. Check out our NBC Universal trolley rolling along the parade route. Thousands of people lined the streets in Hollywood, draped in rainbow colors, and many also held signs advocating for inclusion of all members of the LGBTQ+ community.
There's so many things happening in this country, and we're here. There's a float saying Pride is protest. We're here to protest and to ask for our rights and to be loved and accepted, and for our community and allies to be seen.
Check out NBC4's Lynette Romero and Annabelle Sedano dancing along the parade route as well. Get it, ladies. They were part of a large contingent of NBC Universal employees taking part in the LA Pride Parade. Well, first we had May Gray, and now we're dealing with all this June gloom, and mental health experts say if you're feeling a little down, you are not alone. They say there's a loss of sunshine and a loss of vitamin D in our bodies, which can affect how we feel. So experts also say it's okay not to feel like yourself.
We need to honor the way that we feel and know that this is unusual and that requires an adjustment from us. And it's okay to talk about this and to seek each other out and get through it together.
She says to turn to your loved ones. You can actually get a feeling of warmth and connection in those relationships, which in turn could boost your mood. A question many of you may be asking, will the sun make an appearance anytime soon? Let's check in with meteorologist Belen De Leon.
Hi there. Well, I know we are about 9 days away from the official start of summer, but it doesn't look like it and it doesn't feel like it. June gloom is going strong, and that deep marine layer is going to continue in our forecast with areas of light rain and drizzle each morning, at least through the middle of the week. And the temperatures, well, those are cool for this time of year. Highs about 10 degrees below normal. It's not until later this week when we get better clearing and temperatures warming up. For example, look at the trend in Riverside. Away from the coast is where you're going to feel this warmer weather. Starting the work week off with low 70s, then through the middle of the week, temperatures will be in the mid to upper 70s. As we head into the weekend, more of an impact, more of an influence from high pressure. The weather will be warmer. We're going to get into the 80s from Friday through Sunday.
A Crenshaw High School junior, was shot and killed in the Manchester Square neighborhood of South LA while attending a party over the weekend. 16-year-old Quincy Reese Jr. went by Q. He was out celebrating the end of the school year Saturday night, but there was some sort of a disagreement at the party, and Q ran outside where he was shot and killed. The teen's family says Q excelled in everything he pursued, an honor roll student, an exceptional athlete who was already sought after by colleges.
That was my first child. He's the reason why I got out the streets myself. That's the only reason.
58 schools was looking at him, small colleges, and so the future was bright.
The Crenshaw High School community held a vigil Sunday night. His classmates, teammates, friends, and family honored the young life by lighting candles and sharing memories. Meanwhile, the LAPD is still searching for the shooter. They are reviewing surveillance footage in the area and asking anyone with information to come forward. A warning for pet owners in West Hollywood. People believe someone may be poisoning dogs in one particular neighborhood. So pet owners in the area around North Laurel and Fountain Avenue believe someone is intentionally putting out toxic mothballs to ward off dogs. Some of them are getting sick or even worse, dying. We spoke to some dog owners who did not want to be identified, but they tell us that their dog, Gianni, died just hours after ingesting those mothballs.
It makes me feel like he should still be here. It makes me feel like this didn't have to happen. It's malicious, it's evil. I don't understand why anyone would do that. I mean, we're a huge community of pet lovers. It's shocking.
They've now filed a police report about the incident. Other neighbors say they remember a similar wave of dogs getting sick last year, but it's unclear how many dogs have been impacted. Okay, question for you. What would you do with 1 million pennies? Well, that's what a man and his wife are trying to figure out after they discovered this hidden treasure while cleaning out her father's former home in the Pico Union neighborhood. NBC4's Makalo Medina has the story.
So these are actually locked up bags that have not been opened.
These are just a few of the bags of the hoard of pennies John Reyes and his family found inside his wife's father's home. In their estimation, they have about 1 million pennies.
These have literally been untouched for decades, and I think that's the super unique part about it.
This photo shows just what we're talking about. The pennies were discovered when the family was cleaning the home.
When we were finally almost done, there was a certain part of the home, a crawl space that had been untouched. And when we were finally thinking we were close to being done, we started moving things, and all of a sudden, we came across some rolls of pennies.
They think their father, a German immigrant, hoarded the pennies after the U.S. switched from copper to zinc in 1943, hoping to bank on the value of metals. The family today didn't know what to do with them, so they tried to sell them to a bank.
He said it will not fit in our vault.
Then they thought maybe there's a collector's penny in the pile.
We actually had what we called a penny party. We started going through the arduous process of looking at the pennies, and that quickly turned into, we don't know what we're doing, and then we decided to pop open a couple of beers and have those instead.
Then they posted on the OfferUp website, take the lot of them for just 25 grand. The standard value for about 1 million pennies is about $10,000 if they're just standard.
I've had quite a few collectors tell me that this is something that should not be sold until we know what's going on.
And that's where they are now, looking for experts and advice, hoping that maybe, just maybe, one of those million pennies might be worth $1 million.
Wow. A mid-game stunt during the NBA Finals involving former UFC champion Conor McGregor didn't go quite as planned. Miami Heat mascot Bernie had to visit the emergency room after he took 2 punches from McGregor during a planned bit. The Heat says the employee received pain medication and is resting at home. Bernie's going to be okay, is ready to bounce back. The team says he's available to rally the crowd for a potential Game 6 if needed. Glad he's doing okay. A new installment of the Leprechaun franchise is in the works. Lionsgate is once again rebooting the 30-year-old film horror franchise. Well, this is the studio's longest-running franchise. The movie became notable for featuring Jennifer Aniston in her film debut back in 1993 and has built a cult following over the years. Actor Warwick Davis, who played the Leprechaun in all but 2 of the most recent movies in the series, is not expected to return for this one. Apple is aiming to release a more affordable version of its new Vision Pro headset by the end of 2025. So right now the device, which was launched last week and comes out early next year, starts at a whopping $3,500. According to Bloomberg, Apple might cut costs by using a lower quality screen, a lower spec processor, and a smaller number of cameras and sensors. It may even push customers to use their own AirPods for audio, and that could knock several $100s off the price. All right, check this out. A very rare sighting near Dana Point. Passengers on Captain Dave's Dolphin and whale-watching safari had an encounter with a sperm whale. So these whales are rarely spotted so close to shore. In fact, Captain Dave's last sperm whale sighting was back in 2014. Sperm whales can reach lengths of over 50 feet and weigh up to 45 tons. Wow, what a sight. Well, you can see Kelly Clarkson weekdays on NBC4, but coffee lovers in Culver City got a special surprise from the superstar. So instead of ordering a latte, she broke out in song.
I don't need somebody to hold me. Don't need somebody to love me. Don't need somebody to please me.
Wow. She sounds amazing. They sound amazing. Kelly posted this video to her Instagram. She took some backup singers into a Blue Bottle coffee shop, and they were just belting out this song called Me. This is from her new album that comes out later on this month. Clarkson says that she chose the song because it celebrates self-love. Beautiful. Well, an Orange County boy is on a mission to deliver joy and toys to other sick children in the hospital.
Are you serious right now? Yeah. What?
That's 12-year-old Joshua Conger dropping off bags of toys at Children's Hospital of Orange County. And through the toy drive he launched 3 years ago, it's a very special program. It's remarkable that Joshua has delivered thousands of toys in the recent years because Joshua himself is a patient there because he knows what it's like to be lonely and bored in the hospital room.
I was sick all the time. I didn't feel good. And the nurses liked to bring me a toy so I would feel better. And then one time they didn't have toys to give out and I felt sad, so I wanted to give other kids toys.
Last December, Joshua delivered some 1,800 toys, and his goal this year is to give out 2,000 toys. You can do it. We believe in you, Joshua. He hopes his toy drive can help young patients smile and just forget about their pain for a little while. Great job, young man. You're an inspiration to all of us, and this is a great story about turning your pain into purpose. You can always get news and weather updates on the NBCLA app and our website, NBCLA.com. And be sure to tune into Today in LA on NBC4, weekdays 4 to 7 a.m. I'll be helping you get around with traffic reports throughout the morning. I'll see you next time on The Rundown.